What is up? Back at it again with another video. Now, I got some questions. Questions about my fitness, questions about my physique, questions about my journey, questions about how I look and how did I do this? How did I go from what I was previously to what I am right now? What did I do? What did I take? What kind of steroids do I use? What kind of performance enhancement drugs do I recommend? What kind of testosterone supplements have I ever tried? How did I get what I have right now in terms of my physical look? So I don't want the channel to be all fitness. I don't want the channel to be mainly just about these kind of topics, but I do recognize that fitness is a big passion of mine. If I do want to maintain my longevity on YouTube, I need to do what I love. I need to do what I have interest in. If I follow what's trendy, if I follow what everyone else does, it might be a help in terms of a boost of my channel, but for me and what I like and what I would rather surround my ideas and topics with, it has to come from the heart. It has to be with passion, it has to be with real interests. So fitness will be prevalent, but there's other aspects of things that I do want to discuss and make a main topping point on the channel. Nonetheless, steroids. What do I do? How did I do this? And what do I recommend? I remember when I was 20 years old, 20. I was in the gym training really hard, and I saw these guys. Big, massive, huge guys, chest, arms, shoulders, everything, legs, like stupid dumb, right? I'm looking at them and I'm looking at me and I'm looking at them and I said, how did they do that? I'm working out hard too. I'm eating the right food. I'm doing all the stuff I need to do. I drink coffee. I'm doing all these things, yet they are decimating me in terms of the physical aesthetics, the physical look. So I go and talk to them. I did that. I talked to these guys and I said, how did you do that? And they didn't say anything. And I'm like, look, I want to be big. I want to be strong. You guys are big and strong. What do I do? What do you recommend? And then I got the secret. You take this and this is what you do. And this is how we look like this. And I said, interesting. So this is my first introduction to steroids. So then I go home, Google, and start Googling stuff. So I'm looking at steroids. Okay, well, they make you big, they make you strong, they increase your protein synthesis, your recovery is supernatural, everything about you is just enhanced. And I'm looking at all these things, and I said, that's insane. I'm gonna try this out. But then I continue to read, and I read up on the potential side effects. Receding hairline, cystic acne, gynecomastia, which is literally breast tissue being grown on the chest of a man, organ failure, high blood pressure, enlarged heart, growth of everything, not just your muscles, your head, your skeleton, your bones, everything, right? I'm looking at this and I said, what kind of quality of life will I have if I take this? What about sitting in a car? If I take this and this pushes me to 240, 250, 260, 300 pounds of just mass, what kind of life is that? Your body doesn't know muscle or fat, it knows weight. And it's going to have to work triple the amount in terms of just if I wasn't taking anything. It's gonna have to work so hard just for me to function and survive. And then I think about traveling. If I wanna travel, I have to travel with these syringes and drugs and all these pharmaceutical grade valves that I have to pin, which if you don't know what pinning means in the bodybuilding world, you are injecting yourself every single day with these different types of substances. And like, what about how I interact with people? I spend 2 hours a day in the gym and I'm gonna feel great and look great for 2 hours. What about the other 22 hours? What about how I sleep and like it's sitting on a couch and I'm sweating even though the AC's on? All these things are in my head and I'm thinking about it. And then I came to the conclusion that it just didn't make any sense. This is too much of a disruptor of my life. This is gonna ruin my quality. Is the pursuit of muscle that important for me? For me to want to go down the route of being bigger just to be big? Because I don't have any big massive aspirations to compete and win the Olympia. I don't have any big massive aspirations to be a high level bodybuilder winning all these titles. I want to be big, I want to be strong, but I don't care beyond that. So I made a decision to not take them. Never have, never will. For me, and I can only speak for me, it never made any sense. There's so much life to live, and there's so many things that I would like to do, and there's things that I want to enjoy. And the thought of having to focus on the amount of pinning of different drugs and things that I have to maintain on sometimes a daily basis, you know, even down to my attraction. Nobody likes someone that is 300 plus pounds. In terms of the general population of women, liking a man that is that massive, obviously is what's inside and how you present yourself and how you talk to people and treat people, the confidence factor, that is a big thing. But I never saw that as an appealing thing in terms of attracting the opposite sex, being that massive. What happens to my future family if I do this? What about my kids? Eventually when I decide to have multiple kids. And there's also a big factor of it shutting down your testicles. Shutting it down. So can I even have kids in the future if I go down this route? Because if I shut my testicles down and I can't produce any swimmers, then I'm ruining the idea of having a family. It didn't make sense to me. Didn't make sense to me. I made a choice. You know what? I'm going to work with the gifts that I've been given. What do I have? I have my mind. And I made a decision in my head that this is what I want. This is what I need. And I'm not going to be under the influence of anything pharmaceutical grade to help me push further beyond in terms of lifting more weight, help my protein synthesis, but I can at least push what I have been given. And I use my mind to take me as far as I need to go in terms of the effort and the work and the ideas and the thought process. When I'm ready to train, when I'm ready to work, when I'm ready to grind, when I'm ready to acquire the physique, nothing else matters. I don't care about food. I don't care how tired I am. I don't care about anything else. I have one goal. I have a goal. I have a mission. I have a dream. That is to accomplish what I need to accomplish to get a bit further ahead so I can get the physique that I want, so that I can feel better about myself, be more confident. A lot of stuff comes with how you feel about yourself. And I was willing to go through the process naturally. And I did that. Took me a very long time. This has been sweat, blood, and years. But the only thing different compared to how I looked previously versus now is my intent, is my desire. I desire this more than I want to breathe. I desire this more than I want to drink liquor. I desire this more than almost any other thing in my life because I make it a priority. I make it a dream. I make it a goal. I make it an absolute necessity for me to function and survive and exist. I cannot live without it. I cannot breathe without it. I have to be about it because it matters to me. So I work hard. I train really hard. My mind is ready. I know what I want to look like in my head. And I made the decision in my head. And once I have the image, and once I have the dedication, once I've committed myself upstairs, it's done. I don't care what it is. I don't care what it is in the world. As long as I commit upstairs, it will get done. It's just about enough time needs to pass for me to physically see what I already know. And that's what I do. I focus and I prioritize and I make it a point that I accomplish what I need to accomplish in terms of what I eat and what I drink and how hard I train. Now people say this is hard. People say this is difficult. This is not hard. This is not difficult. This is easy. I have to lay on a bench and press some weight. I have to cook eggs and spinach in my kitchen and eat. I have to walk on a treadmill. I have to move my feet, walk on a treadmill. It's not hard. You know what's hard? Life. You're 9 to 5. Stupid. That's hard. You know what's hard? Family. Death. Super, super hard. A breakup. Stupid. Hard. There's a lot of hard things in this world that is actually difficult that you actually have to go through. And you think working out, making the decision, having the choice, living in a first world country, the ability to train, go to the gym is hard? Easy, bro. Easy. Lifting weight. Easy. This is not hard. What's difficult is making the decision in your mind. Making up your mind that this is what I definitively want to do. Once you've committed, it's done. The hardest part is the commitment aspect of it. But you can make this easy in your head if you think about it being a simple process, because it is very simple. All it takes is being consistent. All it takes is being patient. All it takes is understanding that you're not going to get it tomorrow. This is like everything else in this world. School. You want a bachelor's? 4 years. Your career, you want to move up from being an associate to a supervisor, 10 years. Whatever you want. You want to have a kid, you're a woman, 9 months pregnant. Every single thing you are willing to do and go through, except this. Everything else is harder. Everything else is more difficult, but you can't train? Stupid, dumb, doesn't make any sense. You have to commit. You have to be intentional. You have to be very direct. And once you've done that, the hard part is over. It's about time passing for you to finally see what you already know in your head. That's the difference. So how did I do it? Simple. I need it. I need it. I need this. I need it. Once you need it, once you want it, once you are about it, it's done. Nothing else exists in terms of a help. There's no, supplement or whatever, nothing. You can get a lot done when your mind is ready. You can achieve everything once you believe it in your head. But if you don't commit and you don't go to that place mentally, you will stay exactly where you are, which is nowhere. And I refuse. I refuse to stay where I'm at. I refuse to not get what I want. And I refuse to not work hard so that I can feel like I'm the person that I want to be. Easy. Done. Hope that satisfies your answer. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, do the boy a solid. Like, share, comment down below. And now subscribe. Get it done. Sub to the boy. And I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.